All right,
We live?
we are live and
Cool.
in color.
For our audience member that was waiting on us, we're 5 minutes late, but that's cool. Technology. Um, cool. Hi, YouTubeverse. So this is Wicked Dicey reporting live on Friday morning at 8:30 a.m. So anyway, so welcome to the morning show. This is our new concept out of Boston. My name's Miles. I've got Cameron with me. I've got Korey with me. So we're a bunch of Age of Sigmar players that love to play competitively and also have a lot of fun. And we're gonna try this every week, probably like Saturday morning. I think eventually, boys. Is that what we're thinking?
Something like
Eight
that.
thirty,
Scheduled
eight, 9 o'clock,
TBD.
whenever Cameron can wake up is essentially. So we were like betting this morning if like Cameron would actually show, and then he popped in and did
Dancing.
a Terrorgeist dance, if that's a
At
thing.
8:29, very punctual.
8:29, very punctual. So yeah, I don't know if the feed is perfectly tied up, but if it is, we're good to go, and we're gonna go for it. So I'm Miles. I've played for a lot less time than a lot of people that are probably listening to this feed, but I essentially play a lot of order armies. Korey, you've played for a lot longer, right?
Yeah, a little bit. I started back in 2019, right before COVID. Started with Skaven, and then went to Zinch. And then this last year, I played almost every order army that was worth playing. And now I'm back to Chaos for this year, I think. We'll see.
Yeah. And you've got a funny thing, like you and so we have two folks in our club. So club is Wicked Dicey, by the way, if you don't already know that. I think somebody has a background around here somewhere where we can show that. But Korey, we have a Korey C and a Korey K. So we have Korey K with us right now. We're gonna bring Korey C on, kicking and screaming at some point, as we rotate through a cast of Wicked Dicey characters every week. But anyway, they have a fun thing that's going to go on one of our RTTs.
Yeah.
Where
Tomorrow.
I think Korey K lost last time, and now you have to like run a different army, right?
Yeah,
or like you have to
yeah.
run an
So
army for scribes.
what happens is anytime me and other Korey meet in the bracket, it's a battle for who Korey Prime is going to be. So last time I was running a one-drop Draktail list, and he was running some OBR, and things didn't go so well for me. So Korey got to pick my list for this weekend, and he rather foolishly chose Disciples of Zinch and gave me horror spam. So yeah, that's on him, and I can't wait to beat him with it and make him feel the pain of 50 pink horrors.
The pain of Korey Prime, reincarnate. Cool. And so Cameron, I think I was like the first one to meet you before you got on Wicked Dicey. I'm taking that as like an honorable mention to my life. So Cameron, we met at Alpha Omega, which is a shop in the Boston area. It's pretty cool. It's like slightly, I feel like it's like kind of underground bunker with like every game under the sun, and it's really amazing. And it's got a bunch of tables. So anyway, Cameron and I played in a tournament. Go from there, Cameron. Did you
Well, that's what the tournament tomorrow is too.
yeah, so it's kind of like a meeting back, in time and history, and hopefully we play each other and I win again. Not to tip my hat to myself again. Oh God, that sounds horrible. But no, Cameron and I are good friends, and Cameron, you run a lot of you do like feck.
Oh yeah, I do anything. I mean, I started with cities and I really like the cities aesthetic, but like I think I found that didn't like the playstyle that much, and then I messed around with Cruel Boys, and we all know how good that army is. And then
He likes to pick loser armies.
yeah,
I say that lovingly because I was a Hollow Heart player forever.
Yeah, all my armies except for Zinch, like occupy the bottom bracket of all the win percentages.
Yeah.
But then yeah, Gavin Grigger kicked my butt with Feck, and I was like, that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll play Feck. So and then the Feck main for a bit.
So we had a funny, like Cameron and I have this funny thing where we go back and forth, and we're like, we love Hollow Heart and we love everything that entails, but only Tom Guan can win with it 5-0 with the worst list in the world. And so someday we'll be maybe half as good as Tom Guan, and it'll be great.
I don't think Hollow Heart's that bad.
I mean, it's bad when we play it.
It's definitely an army that requires finesse. I think the problem is, and maybe we can get into this later, but it doesn't stand on objectives real good unless you bring units that stand on objectives real good. So that was the Kron Spine or like Protectors or something, but yeah.
So real quick, I'm talking a lot, but I do want to get across kind of what you're in for this season when everybody is glued to the tube every, I don't know, probably 9 o'clock on Saturday. So this is the morning show. Welcome. Glad to have you. We're planning on doing segments kind of each quarter. I don't know. Well, we'll get some time frame going at some point. But this quarter/year is dedicated to Road to 5-0, which is a concept Korey and I were throwing around, which is we've never gone 5-0, and it would be hilarious if we did. So we're kind of holding each other accountable to try and make it and crawl to a 5-0 at a 2-day, not an RTT. What's the name for a 2-day?
GT or major.
GT or major. So so that's kind of the cadence that we're going to pursue as we go forward. And again, it's all in jest. I like to say we're quite competitive, but we only mean to be competitive if like everyone's having fun and we're having fun while we're doing it. So if that sounds good, right, y'all? I think that's a good idea. So we're gonna run with that. So to start off, we're not gonna get to everything today. Obviously, that would be like a 4-hour show, and we have real people jobs at some point in the day. But we this week we're just going to talk about what's coming up very shortly, and then next week we'll kind of recap what happened. So we have something
going on. Omega tournament.
Yeah. With how many players?
I think we're up to like 20 or 22, so it's a pretty big event, which is awesome. So a lot of opportunities to get some good matchups and get some decent results to start off this this journey with.
Hosted by
Alpha Omega
and
Alice Lorette. Yep. I probably messed up her last name, but terrible at pronouncing names. Yeah,
Alice is super cool.
Super cool. She's part of the Goonhammer kind of media platform and outlet. They've been super awesome to us, both Alpha Omega, Goonhammer, and Alice as well. So big shout outs to them, and thanks for letting Wicked Dicey pretty much invade the shop tomorrow morning. I think the vast majority of it is our club. I believe like 15 or 16 of us are descending upon them tomorrow.
Yep. And our list. So what are we bring? So that again, recap. So we're gonna talk about our list a little bit, and then we're gonna recap it next week on how it went when Cameron smashes me with his secret list. He's told me secret list, which he'll give away if. We have a donation button for $1 million.
No,
right?
We're not set up for that yet.
Okay. Well, someday when somebody wants to donate $1 million.
Yet.
Yeah. So Cameron, go ahead and tell us what you're bringing.
So this is I don't know why, but my brain's set in new GHB mode. So like I'm like, oh, I'll bring all these foot heroes, but no, we're still using the old GHB for like a month or two. But I'm probably just gonna bring what I've been bringing previously to GTs, which is basically Well, I'll probably be bringing Flesh Eater Courts. I might be tweaking my list a little bit because I found that it has some weaknesses that I think I can solve. I'll probably be bringing an Archregent on foot, Ghoul King on Terrorgeist, a Infernal Courtier, the Bat Courtier, and then I'll probably be bringing a 6-man Flare unit, 9-man Flare unit, and a 10-man Ghoul unit. Just Flare spam, more or less. I think probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the flares in bounty hunters because I've been having trouble getting through GVs occasionally. But that makes me not a 1-drop or 2-drop or whatever I was before that. So it's kind of a trade-off. And then I could, if I want to do that, then I might as well just get an extra relic or artifact on my heroes. So I have to kind of decide if I want to. That's kind of what I'm noodling with. The like small intricacies of the list.
Yeah. How many flares are you like? What's your if you're pondering 3 and 6 or something? You said
For drops?
no. Like how many total flares?
Oh, flares.
In what groups?
I had two units of them. One of 9 and one of 6.
One of 9 and one of 6.
Yeah.
And I guess I played Colin once, and he was fine with getting the first turn. It's okay, like that because he just set up in the middle, and he just kind of created a castle, right?
Yeah. And depending on the matchup, or the mission, I should say, you can summon off the board edge and just cap the objectives with summons, which is like the perfect throwaway. Like here, you can eat my summoned 85-point models. They're just gonna stand there on the objective for a turn.
Right.
Sam's encouraging you to take bounty hunters so you can kill all the horrors. So some special tech against me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm teching specifically against Korey.
I wouldn't expect anything else.
There are some units that the bats have trouble clearing. Like they don't mind fighting big monster things, but they can struggle through wound dense units.
High bravery too, right? Because it messes with their scream.
Yeah, ideally I want to be paired into Skaven and Gits every round. So if we can make that happen, that'd be great.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of Gits at this tournament.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. Is that your secret army, Cameron? Are you actually going to pull the rug from underneath us and surprise us with a Gits army?
That's true. I do have Gits. It's possible. Everything's possible. I have a giant colossal cave squig that I would need to probably proxy into a Kronspine or something, but I could do it.
Yeah. I don't know if for audience listeners, if you've ever checked out the Maine crew, so like Maine, it's a state in the U.S. for all of the overseas crowd that is watching right now.
We got Rob. Rob's watching.
Is he watching? Yeah. So the Maine crew has a squig. What was it? It's a Squignos. Yeah, it's amazing. It's it's an award-winning thing. It should win all the awards. So anyway, Korey, go ahead. Tell us about your list that I played against that I had tears at the end of it as I played.
Yeah,
just
that was
many
just
tears.
bad dice, though. Like you should have killed all my heroes, but it just didn't happen. All right, so I have the Curseling, Changecaster, another Changecaster, a Flux Master on disc, which we have a wonderful name for, and then also a Gaunt Summoner of Tzeentch. Those are all my leaders. I have 20 Pink Horrors, 10 Pink Horrors, 10 Pink Horrors, and then for endless spells I have the Burning Sigil of Tzeentch, so I'm going to make some spawns happen, and the Spell Portal, which is obviously like an auto-include with Tzeentch. Mm-hmm. Then I'm in Expert Conquerors with all the horrors, so good luck taking objectives from them, unless you have the damage output, which actually I saw some pretty crazy damage output last night into Pink Horrors, but it's pretty wild. Was it Wrathmongers did 94 wounds to a 20 block of horrors.
Jeez.
It's pretty crazy.
Still didn't take it off though, right?
No.
That's 100 wounds.
Yeah, but I mean, a thing did 94
Not
damage.
Real.
So just think, and Obviously, pinks don't have the best save in the world, so that's something to do with it, but it's still insane amounts of damage. Yeah, and then command entourage for a second artifact, and so for artifacts, I was told to take the change blade, which is just a nice little, get fucked. And
what does that do?
if
I don't. I'm
I think it's like if
clueless.
the bearer slays something in melee, like something happens, like a spawn appears. I don't even know. I'm not planning to use it. That's how because I don't. If my
Who's
cursling
that
is in
on?
combat with a hero, I've probably messed up.
That's on the cursing, right?
Yeah. And then the other one, which is actually a good one, the Eternal Shroud, it gives me a 5-up command point, not command point, fate point refund every time I use it.
And then and then you have you have 2 changelings. So for the War Scroll spell redundancy, I guess, for -1 rend.
I was given this list.
I
There's so
know,
many things I would change.
I know. I'm just pointing out the absurdity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So one of them, I guess, yeah, for the redundancy on that, but yeah, even the spells he.
The other
fucking
for
gave me.
looks.
Yeah, they're just for looks. I think this would be really good, obviously in the new GHB because it's all foot heroes.
Yeah.
But obviously we're playing season 1, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it's our final tournament. It's our like kind of big hoorah. I think because LVO, I think was not the new GHB.
LVO is
Maybe
old
LVO.
GHB. That is,
Oh, it's old GHB.
as I
Okay.
understand. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not even out yet.
That's our
Officially.
last big hoorah.
Yeah.
Cool.
What are you bringing, Miles?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. But I just side note. I played Korey the other day, and he has like what 5 foot heroes at like 6 or 5 wounds, and I have KO, and I can shoot anything on the fucking board. And yeah, it just didn't work out. It's like, come on, why won't one of you die? So yeah, I am currently trying to understand and wrap my brain around KO. I can't ever say that. Cauldron Overlords. And I played my list against Eli, which is another Wicked Dicey player, on Wednesday. And I did okay. Thanks to a slight like pocket pick, cheater pick, which is Go Trick. I'm kind of going the Go Trick route. I don't expect to solve all of the world's problems with Go Trick. I'm probably like saying that wrong, but anyway, so it's basically Ironclad, Go Trick, the what do you call the little guy? Gun Hauler, 3 10s of Arcanauts, and then Thunderers, which I am religiously trying to figure out because I don't understand them. I don't know why everyone uses them, but I figure there's something there. Chemist, Admiral, what's the Navigator, and then I think that's it. There's like probably something I'm missing in there. So basically the idea is, am I saying that right? Go Trick? I feel like that's not the lore way of saying it, but anyway. So he, he soaks up everything.
Up here, so like any understandable words coming out of our mouths is a plus.
We are not the lore channel, so if you tune in for that, I sorry to inform you.
Oh, I love the lore.
Just not that. I know you do. I haven't delved that. I haven't gone down that rabbit hole yet. I intend to at some point, but anyway. So what I found, I've played, I don't know, probably 25 to 35 games with KO, and I find like I just need like something to soak up wounds, and it could just be how I'm playing them, but I played the other day. It was really fun. I usually was doing these like 10 drop KO lists, and I found that was a problem. Like they actually really, really do need the to pick the turn. Like a double just wins the game, and you can go and drink a beer. It's great. But I finally succumbed to that, and I have less drops than 10, which is probably something like a Miles moment that I should have taken early on. So yeah, that's it. So we've got our lists, we've done our things. We could delve. It's Friday again. We got real people jobs at some point, but I did really want to quickly touch on kind of like the angle that we have for this show, which is like real quick. I want to like ask you guys what again the idea is we're trying to get to 5-0 at some point in like 25 years. One of us will 5-0. It'd be great. And what I want to do is like ask like out loud, like right now, kind of time keep record. What do you think your biggest like reason of not going that, not getting that record is? So I'll just like leave it with you, Cameron. Like, what do you think you need to work on as like a player right now?
For me, the 2-day events, I tend to do very well day one because I have high mental stamina. So the last big one I went to was, well, I didn't play at Everwinter. So Du Bois is the last one I was at. And I played very well day one. I went 2-1 day one. So I won my first two games, played two very good opponents, and then I got actually, you know what I need to do? I need to knock it paired into Anthony Trentinelli. That's my strategy. So game cruise against sorry, what?
Solved.
Yeah. Pairing's luck.
Pairing is a like legitimate thing. But so day one I felt like I played like top of my game. I did lose game three. I think it was a mission, and it was a mission that favored Anthony's army. He basically had 1 million squigs and conquerors, and I did not. And it was Realmstone cache, so one objective. So the chances of me winning that one weren't high, and I felt I still played very well on and kept it a lot closer. I think I forget what it was. It was like a 3-point game at the end of it.
Yeah, that game was on stream, right? I think.
No, I wasn't on stream, unfortunately. But anyways,
sounds like a fun game.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, sounds like a fun game.
Oh, it was great. So, I mean, typically you never want to take top because it's just not a great idea, especially with Flesh Eater Courts because we play so well into the double. But basically I ended up taking top because I figured if I don't take top here, he's going to move 70 squigs in Conquerors, 210, and Kragnos. He's going to have like the equivalent of like 300 models on the objective. So I'm never going to take it because I'm just not going to be able to clear through that wound density, So I ended up taking top and just alpha striking, sending this guy up, and I was able to smash his shrine on turn one, and I pinned him in behind his screen of grots. And if I had one prio into two, Kragnos would have done nothing. He would have just sat behind his screen of models. Yeah, because the deployment zone is tiny on that mission. It's like this big, right? And like Kragnos' base is like that big. So I felt like that was actually like a really good play I made. And then, so day one I played very well, and then day two I just nothing in the tank mentally. So I just like my first game in the morning, I just like fed my entire army to an ogre's player.
Here, eat.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't put them in the mall pot.
That's funny.
Yeah, I just didn't. I don't know. I think the day two is where I struggle a little bit more. Just in terms of mental stamina, having to make decisions. I need to maybe drink more water or figure out some routine.
We should do morning yoga. All the three of us.
Morning yoga.
Yeah.
At the table.
Yeah.
Like in front of your opponent.
Under the table.
Just get on. You do the like handstand and just sit right there and wait till you like get super intimidating.
Yeah.
Cool. So Korey, give me the list. What's
secret sauce?
What is your secret sauce that you're missing? That you think you're missing?
Yeah, I think for me, a lot of it boils down to just like army hopping. Like every other month, I'm playing something different.
If there's any wicked dicey people in the chat and they're just like laughing right now because they know it's like Korey is like infamous for army hopping. He's got a new army it's insane.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But we're gonna try to stop that this year. We're gonna pick 1 to 2 armies, and before I make any decisions, we're gonna really take a look at the GHB and kind of figure out of those two, which ones play the missions better. There's that. I net list a lot, so we're gonna try to get away from that. Obviously, when you net list, the people that are designing those lists have designed it for a specific mission pack. And if you
Mhm.
are at a GT that doesn't have those missions or similar missions, then you're kind of putting yourself at a disadvantage, even though it might be a really tuned list. It just might not have all the tools it needs. And then practice with purpose. I feel like I play a decent amount, but there's no real um, like method behind reflecting on what went well, what went wrong, and like things like just generally to improve on. So that's kind of I think what I need to work on this year. Um, Kind of habitually in the 3-2-4-1 area, so just gotta make a little few less mistakes, and then I think it'll come together. I hope. We'll see.
Cool. Um, cool. Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
And then I guess if we're going to me,
yeah,
I feel like we haven't done me yet.
up to you.
It's
Last but
I'm
not
just not
least.
good. No, I enjoy playing. I'm a tactician at heart. I think I'm just inexperienced. I don't know a lot of the armies still. Like I know a lot of them, but like I'll just get caught off guard because I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have been within 18 inches of that because that just obliterated me. Oh shit. So that's generally my thing is just ill knowledgeable about what is out there. And I'm somewhat every day getting better at that. We all like yeah. So basically, just knowing more about other people's armies would be really helpful. And then I tend to make pretty like I'll like sit there, annoy the hell out of my opponent for like a good amount of time, and then have like two great or one great option and one really bad option, and just like want to like not have my opponent have a bad time. So I'll just be like, cool, let me pick the bad option really quick, not thinking about it, and then like lose a whole game based on that. So I need to just like calmly like, and then like quickly understand like where I need to go, where I need to be, because like I think I get like too tied up in like how my opponent's feeling, and like that's important to me. Like I want everybody to have a good time.
Hmm.
So that's like the quick and dirty of like where I need to improve. There's a lot more. I have a laundry list.
It's a good starting point though, like knowing that like
Yeah,
you just so it sounds like decision making.
decision making's.
Yeah,
I have poor decision making.
yeah.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
taking the
They're real
time
quick.
to
Yeah,
make the decision.
yeah,
Yeah, cool.
yeah. I did one on Wednesday where I was just like, I had the whole board. It was just like brilliant. I was like, cool, just go over here, not here. I was just like, nah, like, let's just choose the bad option. That's smart. Um, so cool. Yeah. So that's again, this is like a time capsule. Like, hey, what do we need to work on? There's a lot we need to work on, and we have like a lot of friends we're surrounded by that are really good at this game, as well. We're decently good at this game, and so we're gonna like over the course of this year, like pick their brains, bring them in and be like, hey, what do you think about this and stuff. So
Real
I think
quick,
that's a
Josh
good.
said he loves that for you to get better. You just need to be a jerk.
Yeah. Yeah, there was one game I played at a DEFCON like I don't know last May or something, whatever that was, and this guy like I like he alphaed me with Iron Jaws, and it was like rough, and then like but I survived, and then like I was like rushing the rest of the game because I was like I need to like make this game go quickly, and then like the opponent paused on his turn for like infinitesimal amount of time, and I was like so mad about it because I was like, but I'm trying to be nice. Like, let's speed up the game. So anyway, yeah, I tend to like let the other player dictate the game, which is not great. So anyway, um, cool. I think that's a decent pause point. I feel like we kind of got the concept out. If y'all have any questions, throw them in the comments for the 1,100 people who are out there listening intently to our feed. If you want to be on the show, if you're our friends, just tell us. If you are not our friends and want to be our friends, just email us at hello@wickeddicey.com. That's two D's. I just want to add in.
No, I think we might
Mm,
have our first guest though, doing someone who's doing the exact opposite of what we're trying to do. They want to do going 05 live.
Smoking
That
boots.
John?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
It
John,
is,
we
yeah.
love you.
Big love to John.
You're amazing. John is like wicked dicey through and through. He just like goes to. He's got like he like has a party at every table he goes to. In fact, he's got this little Skaven novel. Is that what you call him?
Yeah.
With like it's got like a boosted like audio thing in it, and it's got like fog over it, so it like lights up. And so he's like all three tables around him are just jamming out to like whatever tunes that they
DJ
have.
I
Skaven.
haven't seen that.
Yeah, DJ Skaven.
I gotta see
Side note, little quick shout out to there's a team tournament at the Armory on the 14th. So if you're in the Boston area, especially all you Europeans that are watching, just fly on over to our one day small team tournament and check that out because they're super awesome down there.
Yeah.
And they've been really awesome in the past. So love it. Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
See ya.
Especially thanks, Cameron, for waking up so early.
I know. Haven't even had any coffee yet.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
And
We'll see you all next